talked in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Seattle.
Taking about 7 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Here's Carson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Wilson. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Allen now on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? is almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jared Reed in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 4-yard line.
On play action, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Reed returning. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here now, Roberts. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.